back at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches.
Now after a good start to the drive. They run it here with Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Patrick on Watson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now to the air. Lock. This is the tight end fan. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lock going to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Shotgun snap to Locke. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard
line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards.
Frank Gore, the ball
Zach Bond there on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll air this one out for Mims. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
At the 31.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Locke now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Broncos 7, Jets nothing.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Block working out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line, and the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
The ball carrier.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
First completion there to Brashad Perriman. And the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need him now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed with Carolina. He's going to take over the outside vertical routes that Anderson provided, and they're hoping for big plays downfield.
Darnold on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Darnold from the gun. Able to connect with Mims. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to a position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A quick throw outside by Locke. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Throwing now is Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
16 yards.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was taken.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
He was brought down at the 45.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And the Broncos first down.
On first down, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Down Broncos.
Check. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Locke throwing on target to Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 2nd and goal, Darnold. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and inches. Darnold, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 46.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Flush to his right, and his pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Pirine. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
A gain of 2.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's a loss of 2.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
On 1st down, it's Gore. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Pirine. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Darnold. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Pirine. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On the tackle.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Darnold completes it. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Frank Gore. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. 53 alpha. Check 53. Yes. Lock it. Don't be scared of it. Ready.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A gain of 6 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Block now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Having awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Royce Freeman, the ball carrier.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brought down at the 30.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now to the air. Lock. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
so many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run again with Pirine. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A toss play. Here's Pirine. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Denver.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They go with a screen to Gore. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all the way.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
1st and 10.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll go to P-Run, trying to pound it in. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for two, but they will remain down by a point. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they take a knee.
Lock on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing